Hello, everyone.
Hey, hello, we're here.
A little late,
Yeah,
but better late than never.
better late than never, exactly. So welcome to Conversations to Raise Vibrations. I'm
Mm.
your host, Lisa Kelly, and I'm always joined by the beautiful, my partner, Elvira Hopper. Love it.
Hello.
Sorry about the time change. Hopefully, our regulars can make this time change. There was a lot happening today, and so Elvira graciously said,
Mm.
no problem. So love the flexibility. Thank you. And if you're watching us live, hopefully you are, comment in the section. Hopefully you've given StreamYard permission to share your name. We do love to engage with comments. So jump on that comment section and let us know what you're loving about this conversation. And if you're watching later, just hit hashtag replay. And as always, jump over to our YouTube channel and like, share, and subscribe.
Thank
I
you.
literally walked in the door 10 minutes ago, so it's nice. As soon as I'm done this, I'm actually gonna go take the time to meditate and breathe.
Mm.
And, sorry, I just watched my daughter's boyfriend pull out of the driveway and completely spin his truck the other way.
Oh,
So,
no. Oh,
yeah,
my
'cause there was
God.
this
Is it
deal on
really icy out there? I haven't been out there yet.
Elvira, you don't want to drive in this. So please, if you have anything to do, I'm
Oh, my
encouraging you
God.
to cancel anything. We have a snowstorm here for those
Yeah.
who aren't in Ontario. It's a really, really bad. It's our first one
Wow.
this year, so it's really bad. I just drove home in it, and I was
Mm.
white knuckling it. My mom made me
Oh,
talk
my
the whole way home.
Oh, my gosh, Lisa.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
crazy, but somehow I just knew like I was okay.
Yeah.
But it's still that, driving in it isn't fun. I don't like
Yeah.
to drive in this. I really
No.
don't. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I
my God.
I
I hope he's okay. Is he okay?
oh, he's fine. I think
Yeah.
he was
Okay.
doing it as a joke. He's in a big whatever pickup truck, and I think he did it as a joke, and I'm going to say something to him after.
Nothing like scaring the hell out of me.
Right? So, yes. Anyways, it's all good. We're here, but I knew today we'd get in here at 4 based on the weather was gonna be tight, but,
Mm,
hey, we made it work, so we're good.
yeah, we're here. We're
So,
here.
I'm gonna
Yay!
breathe and enjoy this moment because Elvira and I, sometimes you just gotta pull a card, and that is what the beautiful Elvira is going to do for us right now. I'm gonna go to the
Yes. I'm going to pull a card from my favorite deck, the Cosmic Journey Oracle deck by Yannick Silver. So we'll just see what Spirit has to share with us today through these cards. And I'm going to shuffle them on your behalf. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to knock 3 times. I'm going to put the cards on the screen for your energy. And I'm going to pull this one. All right. Ooh, this is nice. Okay, so this is polish your mirror for perfect clarity.
I
Check
love
that out.
I
Isn't that nice?
love the colors.
There's a mirror, yeah. And I love the little he always seems to have these spirals in his
Love it.
pictures, right? The spiral in the middle. Look at the spiral in the back of my phone. Same thing,
Oh, you
right?
showed us that before. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. So the spiral is very, very, very spiritual. And it's about, to me, it's about the healing journey, right? The healing journey isn't linear. It's a spiral, right? It's a spiral upwards. And sometimes it feels like you're going back, but you're going forward, right? So it's a spiral. So I love that. I love that imagery. I love that
I
analogy.
love that too, actually. Yeah.
So it's 21. So let's see what the book has to say about it. Number 21, which is a 4. Which is a 3. I can't do math, which is a 3. So 3 is a really magical number. It's my number. So let's just see what this has to say to us today. And let's riff off of this, Lisa.
Perfect.
As I like to say, always ABC, always be channeling. We're going to be channeling
That's what we're doing
based on
today.
what we read.
Channel.
Yeah. So here's what it says. Everything you see around you is a perfect reflection of where you are on your path. Yes, everything. Our material universe is designed to be a symbolic likeness of what is created on a spiritual plane. Your relationships are a way to see into this mirror. Think of the relationships you cherish and characteristics you adore in certain people, such as your heroes and mentors. The good news is that these same aspects are in you as your golden shadow. The reverse of this is also true. The most difficult aspects of certain people are the aspects of yourself that you haven't embraced or seen fully.
Mm.
This card calls for you to become more honest, for your actions and words to always reflect your true self. By doing so, you become more of a clear mirror, and your relationships will reflect even more peace, joy, and contentment. Remember as well that relationships are not just with other people, they are with food, money, alcohol, work. I'm going to throw in a few more: shopping, binging on Netflix, etc., etc.
Mhm.
The cosmic catalyst he asks is to ask yourself, in what ways am I pleased with what my mirror is reflecting in my life?
Ooh, I like that.
And in what ways am I seeing turmoil, frustration, and chaos?
I love
And then he asks us to make this is the cosmic checkbox where he asks you to do an activity. Make 2 lists, one of the characteristics of people you love, admire, and appreciate, and one of the characteristics of people who drive you crazy.
it.
Embrace and appreciate both lists, recognizing how all these aspects are also in you.
I love it. I can
Isn't
already
that
see one
great?
that one that I don't like because
Mm,
it's something that I do recognize in myself that I
yeah,
have been working on for many years. So,
amazing. Do you want to talk about that?
sure.
Yeah.
I want to first welcome Janet because I
Oh, hi,
love,
Janet.
yeah, I love seeing her pop up. I'm so glad you found
Oh,
us, and
yes.
I'm so thankful that you were able to make the 4 o'clock slot.
Yeah.
For you, I think it's 2 though.
She's cooking dinner right now. That's what she told me. So she's cooking dinner. So
Oh, is she?
Janet, tell us what you're making today
Is
if
she
you're able to.
before or
Yeah.
after us? Is she like ahead or
She's in New Brunswick, so she's an
yeah,
hour ahead of us. Yeah.
ahead? Oh, I'm
So for
sorry, my
her
mistake.
it's
I thought she was behind me
5:10 right now.
for
Yeah.
5. Okay, perfect. And she said, "Lisa, your glasses match Elvira's shirt." Yes.
Right? My
My
sweater and my top.
mother
Yes.
my mother just sent these to me because I said, "I can't find red I just want red readers, that's it. You think
Mm.
it'd be easy to
Red
find?"
readers. I love that. Say
Yeah,
that 5 times fast.
right? And she's out west in Vancouver, and she found these at London Drugs, that's their
Nice.
thing, and, she says, "They're Betsy Johnson." I said, "I don't know who that is."
Oh, I love Betsy Johnson.
She said, "I have no."
She's wild.
She
Yeah.
told me. She said,
Yeah.
"Oh, you don't know who that is?" I said, "No, I don't, but they look nice, so just send them to me."
Oh my gosh. Well, you know what's funny is I have a Betsy Johnson bag that I don't use so much anymore. It's so cute. It's got like big white polka dots on a black background, and then it's got like red trim. So
Yeah.
I'm sensing I might want to give you that bag so you can have
Ooh,
the Betsy Johnson glasses and bag.
handbag. There you go. Woo. All right. Okay, so
Awesome.
one thing I do know mirroring wise is,
Mm,
controlling. I have
yeah.
aspects of and
Yeah.
it's so funny because, all my
Don't all teachers have issues with control? Sorry. I'm just going to put it out there. Yeah.
yes,
Go ahead.
100%, most of them are type A.
Yeah.
And, but it's so funny because when I look back and I have I've done this work where I've taken stock of all the people I've met along my life and all the things I've said, "Oh, that person drives me crazy." And I
Yeah.
look and go, "They're controlling." And
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, that's just about me." Like, that really isn't
Mm,
about them,
good
that's
for
me
you.
showing up. But I can do my work now, right? Like, I'm able
Yeah.
to say that. But I'm sure I wasn't always able to there's no way I was. No. I
Yeah.
can remember specific people and saying that. But that's one thing I do know for sure, hands down, that I recognize
Mm,
in myself. That it's not I don't love it, right? I
yeah.
wanna control everything in my life. And
Yeah.
so and when you look at it, oh, this just goes along because you guys know the money stuff that I've worked on. So
Yeah.
interestingly enough, this just came to me. Sorry, can I share this quote?
Sure. Absolutely.
Because it was Abraham's quote. today about letting go of control. And if you
Okay.
believe that you must work hard in order to deserve the money that comes to you, then money can't come unless you do work hard. Financial
Oh.
success or any other kind of success does not require hard work. It does require alignment of thought. You simply cannot offer negative thought about things that you desire and then make up for it with action or hard work.
Mm.
And I look at that as like we're always trying to control actions in our life,
Yes.
control how things work.
Yes.
When you learn to direct your own thoughts, you will discover the true leverage of energy alignment. And yesterday, I'm not going to go through and find it, but she talked about that again
Mm.
with the control aspect to it. If you're trying
Wow.
to control everything in your life, then the universe just kind of sits back and waits.
And
And that's
laughs at you.
and laughs, and that's my stuff there. But anyway, that's in it.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my
what
God.
about
I
you?
love that. Thank you. Thank you for sharing it because it's so common to want to control, to want
Yeah,
to know how the how, right?
yeah,
I think Janet's going to giggle, but how is that going to happen? How is that going to happen? And I'm
yeah,
like, just let go. You've punched
yeah,
a hole in the universe. You've decided this is your route. This is your journey. This is what you want to do. Let the universe show you the how. Don't get into the, control freak aspect of being a micromanager and needing to know and just trust, right? Like
yeah,
the reason that I'm so blessed to have this incredible team is that I did my inner work where I let go a lot of my control freakness
yeah,
because my old self was a real control freak, perfectionist control freak, and I just let go and trust the
yeah,
divine, trust the universe. And I
yeah,
have an incredible team that get to do the things because I
yeah,
don't have to micromanage them.
yeah,
I just trust them and I know that spirit's guiding them and they get so much done without me having
right?
to like hover over them because they're freaking rock stars, right? So like shout out to Eleanor and Jennifer and Janet and Alin and so many others, but those are just the few that are coming to mind right now
Right?
because they're rock stars. They believe in this work, this inner work, this movement of heart-centered humans doing their inner work so they can stop being crap magnets, attracting what they don't want and be miracles, attract miracle magnets, attract what they do want.
Yeah,
And so I don't have to like micromanage. I don't have to know every little how. I just know that it's going to be okay. And these people are freaking phenomenal
yeah,
and they're coming through because I'm hands off. I don't have to be hands on, right? So that's a real shift for me because if you saw me 12 years ago, that's not the self that I am now. So,
yeah, 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 yeah. I love it. And Gabby Bernstein talks about that in her book too, is having to let go of the control and
mm,
allow a team to come in and do it for
yeah,
her. She actually was getting physically sick from it.
right.
So yeah, it
It's
was really
either physical or mental or relationship breakdown. That's what I've noticed. Yeah.
100%. So, Janet says, I love the quote from today. Facebook user, not sure who you are. I jumped on late. I will have to watch the replay. And then just ask Janet, what was the quote of the day? I missed it. And then Janet says, Elvira knows me well. I am learning to trust. Really, it's not easy every day yet. I'm learning. Yeah, and it's
Oh, she's
okay, right?
amazing. She's amazing.
I'm
She's doing the work. She's doing the work. It's
exactly.
proof that it's never too late to do the work and
Yeah,
and to, trust the divine and know that you're being supported because if you've connected with your mission, the thing that lights you up, the thing that you're here to do, then you have to trust that the universe, spirit, source, God, whatever you
yeah,
believe in, will
yeah,
give you the ability to get it done, will
yeah,
help you get out of your own effing way, as I like to
yeah,
say, fear and ego,
yeah,
so that that thing comes through you and it's not about you, it's about your service in the world. I mean,
yeah.
I can talk about this all day,
I
but
know.
you know what I'd love to do is read this quote that I read this morning to another group of amazing souls. I get to work out every morning at 7 a.m. and I read this to them and they were really inspired, and I'd love to share it here as well,
Please
which
do.
is
Yeah.
connected to what we're talking about. So it's called Life's a Mirror, and here's the story.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. There is a story of two dogs. Oh, sorry. I'm going to start over again. There is a story of two dogs who walk into the same room at different times. One comes out wagging his tail while the other comes out growling. A woman watches this, a woman watching this goes into the room to see what could possibly have made one dog so happy and the other so mad.
Mm.
To her surprise, she finds a room filled with mirrors. You can't make this shit up. Our card mirror, the happy dog found 1,000 happy dogs looking back at him,
Oh,
while the angry dog saw only angry dogs growling back at him. What you see in the world around you is a reflection of who you are. Is that not brilliant?
you can't make this shit
You
up.
can't make this shit up. Yeah. If that story doesn't allow you to shift, have a permanent
Wow.
shift around how you see the world is how it sees you back, I don't know what is.
Wow. Like, just wow,
Just
right?
wow. Yeah.
Goosebumps. Janet says goosebumps. And the Facebook user is Tal Kapoor. So nice to have you join us. That's so
Oh,
lovely.
welcome.
I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Sorry, I'm sorry if I'm not. That is amazing, right? And it's that shift in perception, right?
Yeah.
And it's not just, I think, even a shift in perception when we're talking about mirroring. It's actually looking, okay, why is this
Yeah.
situation, this person, this experience giving me this feeling inside? Why do I
Mhm.
feel angry at,
Yeah.
X, Y, and Z, whatever they're doing?
Yeah.
What is it about me that I still need to look at?
Yeah.
When you've done your inner work and you're able to look at that, right? That's huge,
Powerful, powerful shift.
huge.
Yeah.
And you know what's interesting? I wanna say this because, going into schools and doing some supply work, supply teaching, which I was so resistant to for so long, and there's always a reason why you're doing it. And it's interesting to see the mindset conversations that I can have with these kids, these little
Wow.
ones, like today was grade 2, 3, and they always wanna blame. "Well, I didn't do anything. It was them and whatever." And this girl comes up to me and she says um, she's feeling really sad and she's having trouble, controlling her emotions.
Mm.
Her and I had such
Wow.
this co it was great, great conversation, and as I'm talking, the teacher of the class who was kind of there, and she's like, "Oh my god, you're good at this. This is good." This is what we need for so many kids, right? To have this conversation,
Right?
where are you feeling it? Okay, feel it. Okay, and I said, "Go into it, feel it." Okay, now have a conversation in your head. And then I talked about how we can choose a different thought. We can
Mm.
something different. And the girl was like, "Oh, that was so good. That was helpful." Just why I'm meant to be in certain places, right?
Oh my god. Lisa, I just got a download for you. Can I share this?
Yeah,
I believe each school needs a law of attraction specialist,
yeah,
okay? What if you went into schools and helped kids to feel better by sharing some of these universal teachings and tools that
yeah,
you've learned?
yeah.
Wouldn't that be amazing? Could
Amazing.
you carve could you carve a little space into your life for that?
Uh,
I'm just gonna put that out there.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and it would be amazing if that worked out, but honestly, this is what I do when I do go in. This is what I
Yeah,
do when
I
I'm with
know. But
kids.
to carve a little niche for yourself that you
Yeah,
could go to different, different schools that, with kids that are struggling, and
yeah,
you're the person that brings them teachings and tools they don't talk about in schools.
I know, it would be
Teachings and tools
awesome.
they don't talk about in schools. You can be the expert there.
I know,
Okay,
it
I
would
just got that for you. Do with it what you will,
I
okay?
love it, thank you, I love it. Janet says, "It always feels like a rude awakening when you realize that everything is a mirror of what you're giving out,
Mm,
and things aren't
right?
working out, but the awareness is huge, so we can flip the script."
Mm,
Yes, way to go, Lisa. It's so true.
yeah.
When you can I love that, flip the script,
Flip the
right?
script. Yeah, we talk about that in the Love
I
Your
like
Vibe
that. I like
transformation. Yeah.
that phrase because it's just for me, I just
Reframing, it's
reframe,
reframing.
and that's
Yeah,
the NLP, just reframe it,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Just reframe how you're looking at it, and, I love that mirror work, right?
yeah, yeah.
Um, you have and Louise Hay has this amazing mirror work too. I know this isn't the
Mm,
same, but I think it's about loving yourself because when you truly
yeah.
love yourself,
The
right,
world does too.
the world does too.
Yeah,
Right? And
yeah.
so, what are you doing? And we're gonna be talking about this in our upcoming program. There's a whole
Mhm.
module,
Yeah.
on loving yourself, and it and I'm
Ooh,
and,
so
in this
juicy.
module, we'll little sneak peek here. It's not about the, self-care where you go get your nails done and you get a massage, although those are great, and I
Yeah.
encourage you
Love
to
my nails. Yeah.
first. But what we're talking about is that deep work where
Yeah.
you truly spend that time loving yourself. And
Yeah.
one of the tools that we give in there is the mirror work,
Yeah. And
which
it's not easy at first. Like, I hated it at first,
yeah,
like kissing myself in the mirror, telling myself I was beautiful, like,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah,
now I look forward to it every morning, and
yeah,
I believe it. I've reprogrammed my brain. Like, our brains, as you know this more than me, are neuroplastic, and we believe what we tell ourselves time and time and time again.
yeah,
And it yeah, it's so amazing,
yeah,
but it's not easy at first. I
yeah.
totally believe that. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So what was that? I wanna know that catalyst question again because I wanna
Yeah.
put this out there
Sure,
for
sure.
people
Okay,
so
let
that
me
they can
grab the
jump
book again.
in the
Yeah, so
comments
I'd
and
love to hear people's answers if
yeah,
they
I would
wanna
too.
share. So the catalyst question was, "In what ways am I pleased with what my mirror is reflecting in my life?
Mm,
And in what ways am I seeing turmoil, frustration, and chaos?"
yeah. Okay. So if you feel comfortable, please put that in the comment
Yeah.
section because I'd love to know. So, I mean, I did share my one way. If I'm thinking about in what ways that I'm pleased, I want to look at that side too. And I'll share mine. Is I feel pleased with the amount of work that I've done in my life, and that I'm able to. How do I say this? I'm able to just be present with somebody more
Mm.
so than when you have a conversation with someone and this is how the old me would
Mhm,
be,
mhm.
already thinking of what I'm
Yeah.
going to say
Yeah.
beforehand and thinking of all the ways to judge what they're saying. And
Mhm.
in other words, I'm just not present.
Yeah.
And now I really, with all the work I've done, the meditation and everything, I'm able to just hold space for that person and be
Yeah.
there. Whether I agree or not agree doesn't really matter, right? It's just hold space for that person and just be truly present and honor their being. And I
Yeah.
and I think that's from the work that I've done, right? And
Yeah.
that's I wasn't
I
always
love it. Oh, I'm gonna piggyback on what you just
yeah,
said because that is who I am now. I
yeah,
wasn't always that way. I was always the person that had to prove my value, and I was thinking of what I was gonna say before
yeah,
they even finished what they were saying, and that was me, yeah, as a, six-figure earning big pharma rep who was award winning and had needed that validation from the outside, like I needed oxygen, living so out of alignment and needing to prove myself better than everybody else. Like,
yeah,
you're not present. You're
yeah,
not present, but now that, thanks to my breakdown that led to the breakthrough, I'm able to hold space,
yeah,
and it's not about me. And I love that we share that together, Lisa, because this is what we're going to do, the sachet into our program. We're going to hold space for amazing women that want to make the rest of their life the best of their life. And they're
yeah.
going to join us in Leap Into Your New Life. And so exciting.
It is very
And
exciting.
it's it's beautiful when you're in a community where everyone, again, this is what came through me years ago. I said, I want to only surround myself with people where I feel seen, safe, celebrated, and supported.
Yeah.
My two best friends of almost 40 years, they did not show up that way. And I don't blame them. They're
Mhm,
on their own paths, but
mhm,
they could not see me. They could
mhm,
not understand why I
mhm,
transformed, why I had the courage to become a professional jazz singer at
mhm.
51 when they were better musicians than me, but never did anything with their music.
Wow.
And so seeing me on a stage triggered them, and
Yeah,
they weren't able to see me.
I would
So
yeah,
so and I didn't feel safe with them. I felt judged. I felt like they were trying to minimize me because they didn't get me. They just didn't get me. Like, how does she have the courage to get on a world-class stage and record an album? Like, meanwhile, one was a child prodigy with violin and piano, and the other one was a violin player for virtually her whole childhood. But they
this
never
is that
took their
sorry to
music.
interrupt, that's that
Yeah.
mirror work. They weren't capable of looking within and going, why does that bother me so much?
Yeah.
What am I triggered?" They're not able to do that,
Maybe I should be doing something with my music. That's
right?
that's what, that's what came out. So you know what? It's not over yet. Maybe one day they will come around and say,
Yeah.
hey, you know what? Sorry that we couldn't see you back then, but we see you now.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, come here and come back into my inner circle because I still love them. Like I
Yeah.
always say, if either of them needed a kidney, I'd be in the hospital donating it because I still love these women.
Yeah.
But I don't feel seen, safe, celebrated, and supported. So back to us, you and I hold safe space because we can be present and people will feel safe, seen, celebrated, and supported,
Yeah.
which shout out to my team, the Love Your Vibe transformation team are people that are coming together in small groups to do this inner work. We do it, our way. And you and I are going to do it in a slightly different way because we've got your magic involved as well. But we both provide containers where
Yes.
people are safe, seen, celebrated, and supported so that
Yep.
they can move towards their highest and best self, so that they get to work out what's going on up here, what limiting beliefs do they need to let go of,
Yep.
what stories do they have to, flip the script on, reframe so that they get to live as I'm going to use my words, aligned, authentic, fully self-expressed
Yep.
versions of themselves
Yep.
that will make the difference that they were born to make. This
100%.
is what I want for all of us.
100%. And when you are able to live aligned, um,
Authentic, fully
authentic and
self-expressed.
fully
Yeah.
self-expressed, I was like, "Geez, I just like,"
It's
and
been
that's
a
like
long day. It's okay.
that's one of my favorite sayings. I love it so
Oh,
much.
I'm so glad you
Um,
love it
I
too.
use it now, and
Do you?
when you are that and living in your true self, then, life just
It's
feels so much
magic.
better. Like, look at the
It's magic.
community we have here. Like,
Yeah.
look at like, I never because of this community I created, this amazing movement, I never would have met Janet, I never would have met you, I never would have
Yeah.
met, like, so many beautiful women. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna list them all, but
Yeah.
so many beautiful women, and I'm thinking it's just so amazing to
Yeah.
find this many women doing their work and clearing their shit and
Mhm.
wanting to live their best life. How
Yeah.
freaking amazing is that? Like, I
Yeah.
remember creating this group because I thought I was alone. I thought I
Yeah.
was alone, like, "Oh my god," like, okay,
Right.
talk about that's ego, but I really
Yeah.
felt insecure about it. I felt like, "Oh my god, who leaves a job? Like, who does that?
Mm.
Crazy." And
Yeah.
then lo and behold, look at how many thousands of women are
Oh,
feeling the
over
same,
21,000.
right?
Yeah. It's
Are doing the
insane.
same thing. So it's just so amazing. And when you have this many women that are, doing their inner work, doing their stuff, then consciousness on the planet just gets raised.
Oh, I got
Here,
chills. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I
Oh.
can't wait. I really can't wait because I see it. I see us
Mhm.
on a stage
Oh,
talking
yeah.
and like
And you're
doing.
with Joe Dispenza, just so you know.
No, it's not even I would love that, but it's not even about that. It's about us like, moving
Yes.
and just really helping the planet. That's
Yes.
what I see it
Yes.
as,
Yeah,
you
because
know?
there's nobody that is you, and there's nobody that is me, and there's nobody that's the combination of you and me, right? Or as I like to say,
No.
1 + 1 = 11,
Nothing.
because we're a
Love it.
unique combination, and only we can share our combined message
Yeah,
through your unique story, message, and magic, and my unique story, message, and magic put together.
yeah,
I am so excited for this beta group that's about to launch, and
me too.
honestly, it's just so aligned with who I am, and I know it's so aligned with who you are. And even
Yeah,
our planning of it is just with grace and ease and joy. There's no stress about it, right?
I know.
That's how
It's
you
so
know
exciting.
something's meant for you. There's no stress about it, right?
It just kinda came together, which
Yeah.
is another thing channeled from the universe, right? Like, it's so exciting. I cannot wait,
Mhm.
to have this out, and I just can't wait to be in the community with these women too.
Yes,
So,
yes. Just
yeah,
watching them to have their ahas and their shifts and
yeah,
applying these teachings and tools to their lives and seeing their relationships transform, most importantly with themselves, and then everything else around, oops, everything around them
yeah,
transforms as well.
yeah.
And seeing the kids thrive because their mommies are taking better care of themselves. Oh my God, that just makes me want to cry. This inner work is so important for families, for kids to see what's possible.
I know.
Sorry, that just makes me
Yeah, I know.
emotional.
If only we were all like that before we had
Oh,
children.
I
Wouldn't
wish I
that be
was.
lovely?
I wish I was. Yeah.
Me
I
too.
I made a few mistakes, but you know what? I believe our children choose us for a reason,
Oh, yeah.
and they end up with the parents that they need in order for their soul's expansion. So if
Agreed.
my kiddo got me before I became aligned, authentic, and fully self-expressed,
Yeah,
that's the mother he needed at that time for
yeah,
his
I agree.
soul's expression. Yeah,
I
that's what I
totally
believe
agree.
we do.
100% totally agree. Yeah. All right. My goodness. It's like a great another like there's 30 minutes already,
There
right?
it is.
Oh my God. We
Whoop,
just
there it is.
it goes so fast. Well, to
Oh,
everybody, thank you for joining us, Janet. You're always such the faithful.
oh, we love you so much,
Love
Janet.
you, Janet. You're so amazing. And to everyone else who will watch later, we're so grateful for you as always. Please
Thank
jump
you.
over to our YouTube, like, share, and subscribe. You never know who could use this message.
Mhm.
If you have someone in mind and you're thinking, oh, I just wait. This will be up in another
Yeah.
probably couple hours. I'll have it up, and then you can go over and send them over to YouTube.
Yeah.
Share.
Or add them to the group because we're going to be promoting our
Yeah,
program very shortly, and they can learn more about that and see if there's something that, if this is a godsend to them, to
yeah,
be able to do this inner work with us.
yeah.
So,
We are going
yeah,
to be launching it very soon. So,
yeah.
yes, until then, I hope you all have a beautiful evening, a lovely night, and I hope no one in Ontario has to drive anywhere. That's what I
Yeah.
would say. So thank you, and until next
Thank
week, we
you.
will be back at our regular time next week. So we'll talk to
Awesome.
you later. See you
All
then.
right.
Bye
Take
for now.
care. Bye. Mwah.
3, 2,